Yo, it's Chris. It's Tuesday with Blind Man's Recovery, the 24th. That wasn't a mistake. That's an example of how my mind works at 3:30 in the morning. Grateful to still be sucking air another day and able to get on here and share with you guys and grow these spirits. I hope everyone persevered through Monday. I know that can kind of be sometimes. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy. The title for the reflection of the 24th is Vigilance. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. The state of keeping careful watch for possible danger. I know I have seen the truth demonstrated again and again that once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic, because I don't care at how long any stint of sobriety I've had in the past, it was always followed by a yet and still worse relapse. Believe that. Looking back, commencing to drink again after any period of sobriety. I mean, a year, hell, I've had a year, a little over a year, a couple of times. It was a very short time before I was just as bad as I was the last run. Worse, honestly. Like they say, this disease is a progressive and fatal illness. It gets worse, never better. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. When I slipped up a few months ago, I think it was a few days worth of it not being too bad. But then it was a 24-hour-a-day challenge to maintain one buzz. You know what I'm saying? By about that third week of it, maybe about a month, I was just flabbergasted at how I had gotten back to that state after a year and a half of sobriety and working a program and starting a sober living community and all the things that I had been doing. Like it does not discriminate. Just like they say, Park Avenue to Park Bench, Yale to jail, church girl to street girl. Like it does not care. Like an angel. It says if we are to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind. No lurking notion that one day we will become immune to alcohol. And that was what brought me back to using and drinking every time I relapsed, was the insane idea that I can do it just once or it'll be different this time. Here's how. I think the peculiar mental twist that Wilson talks about in the book is that lurking notion, that subtle insanity of that deep unconscious, the subliminal, if you will, below the threshold of our consciousness, reservation that the disease keeps in there, just that pilot light, if you will. And sometimes we don't even realize it, that maybe one day we will be able to drink like normal people, or we will be able to recreationally get high, or we go to that party, we can toot a couple lines of powder but that's the great obsession of all alcoholics, is the one day be able to use and drink like normal people. Unfortunately, it kills most of us that act on that. The acceptance that I talked about having in the beginning, this go around a year and a half or however long ago now, back in last, I guess it was June or July, that I accepted wholeheartedly that I had this disease, right? So I surrendered. Like, I finally understood it. It finally hit me like a ton of bricks, what had been happening to me all these years. And I understood the disease concept and stuff. That acceptance, that true surrender to the fact that I had this disease. I had the most powerful desire to throw all reservation out the window, you know, and like I said a few months ago, I slipped up and drank for a few weeks. So I mean, it does not care, bro. It's powerful. It's baffling, cunning, baffling, and powerful. As much as I tried to surrender and accept it, and it still crept back up in on me, man. Self got back in the way, and I stopped doing what I was supposed to do, even just a little bit. It's still, I was doing some of it, but I wasn't doing the most important parts of it. If you ever see the soldiers on like the news that get captured, they have to surrender, right? They don't throw down their guns with an attitude when there's 50 AK-47s aiming at them. They lay them down gently and they surrender, and then they sit where they're told, and you know, that lurking reservation, you don't see them looking back at that M16 thinking about it. You know, they ain't got no reservation. They're gonna get their heads blown apart, you know what I'm saying? And that's a bad illustration, but it's for real about how, you know, I have to surrender, man. And with this reservation issue, man, I gotta just be, you know, have some gratitude as I lay my weapons down, man, and don't be looking back at them. Just keep moving forward after I surrender, and that's just my experience, guys. But I hope everybody has a good Tuesday, makes it through. It's going to be rainy in central Kentucky, so y'all watch it out there in the streets. But I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace and love.